Hi, this is Celeste, and this is your Celestial Spoonful for the month of April 2016. For this video, I'm going to do some divination. I'm hoping to receive some good guidance from Spirit when it comes to the month of April. This isn't going to be so much about the astrological influences, although some of that might tie in. This is going to be some divine guidance. We're going to go beyond the astrological influences and get some goodness for our souls for the month of April. So just give me a moment. I'll tell you what I pick up here. Okay, so the first card that I get has to do with finding your family. Interesting. Okay, so it's family, but it's not family in the sense that you are rooted to them through blood or you've signed some contract to be with them in this lifetime in very obvious ways, or even your work family. This seems to be about people that keep showing up in your life that I would say give you little bits of information about yourself. You can like it or not like it, but they are fulfilling a wish for you when it comes to insights, when it comes to direction, when it comes to, hey, I heard about this job, I think you'd be perfect for it. And you're like, wow, this person has no strong connection or tie to me. It's not an obligatory thing they're doing. Or I just, I know for me, I live in Los Angeles. It's a huge, huge place, but I feel like there are certain people I can always count on running into. And they're not necessarily in my close-knit group of friends, but they might be on the same wavelength when it comes to, or vibration when it comes to their spiritual development. So you'll attract them easily. Your ego might not even really like their personality, or you might feel like they don't have much in common with you. But nevertheless, like you're not really going to be able to shake them. So I'm getting a message that this month will be a time where you will bump into, and I know we are having a lot of Uranus and Mercury configurations this month, so this could also be a manifestation of that. You'll bump into people and get messages from people that keep showing up in your life, and a little bird is looking at me right now. And they're communicating something to you that is going to lead you to a wish fulfillment in regards to some area of your life that you are wanting to pioneer, create a new beginning. We're in Aries. There's going to be, on the 7th, a new moon in Aries, and Venus, and the sun. So it is about new beginnings, and it is about fresh starts and inspiration. But how do we get there? And I think a lot of us have, if we meditate on a daily basis, we'll have insights. If we look at blogs and read about astrological things, maybe we'll be able to tune into some areas of our life that are specifically being highlighted. But when it comes to being like, oh, it's that way? Oh, thanks. Or really? They're hiring? Or, wow, so-and-so? I've been trying to get in touch with them. Those are ways that, these people can guide us. And yeah, so that's one message for this month of March. Let's see what else comes up. Oh, okay. So this is a message about desire. It's about desire. It's good to want things. But you might need to temper your desire. One way that this can show up is people that want you. That's what I feel like there's going to be a lot of this month. When someone wants you too much and it's just ugly, just like, yeah, I'm not even all that great. For you to want me that much, there's something a little bit amiss here. You can just tell when someone's desire for you is not about you, when it's just about them having some overwhelming need or attachment issue, or you represent something to them. But it's not really about you personally, and there's not that much you can do with it. But Thank you. Thank you. Notice, people like that in your life, and instead of actually maybe judging them, know that they're a reflection of you and look to see where you are overly attached to an outcome or to a person or a goal or something that you want. It's good to have desire, and Mars is going to be going retrograde on the 17th, so it's going to be highlighting things that we want that we can't have just yet. Um, but wanting, when that desire is overwhelming to the point where it's not appreciation, but something that is overpowering us emotionally or mentally, or we're doing too much and not getting anything back. Um, if there are areas in your life where you really do feel like your desires are not, they're just simply not being met, that person's not interested, or you're not getting that promotion, or that those accolades, or you're working out and you want to look like super amazing this summer, but you're just not losing the weight. Um, there are influences this month that are going to withhold the manifestation of your desires so that you can really pinpoint where you are at vibrationally, honestly, where you're at vibrationally. If you are in alignment with your desires, you have them. When you're not, you don't have them. So it's actually going to be a little bit overwhelming to feel like you don't have what you want this month, but you will also be given the patience, and you'll have a kind of peacefulness about it so that you can receive insights as to where you need to refine your approach to getting what you want so that it actually is in vibration. So one way to put this, let's say you want to lose a bunch of weight this month, and you're working out really hard. You may have even hired a trainer and you're still not seeing results. Well, that desire at some point might become overwhelming, and you might have a little bit of an emotional outburst. Let's say you express this or you don't express it. There might be a couple of days of just feeling like, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to eat. That's what God obviously wants me to do, is just get fat and eat. Okay, so give in, be there, be where you really are, which is at a place of feeling like you just can't have it. And within that non-resistant place, you might receive, in this example, an insight that causes you to say, my workouts aren't really fun anyway. I hate doing it. And it makes me so exhausted that of course I'm going to eat because I just burned 500 calories. Well, that might lead you to look at new ways of exercising so that you add more resistance, or so that your trainer gets fired and instead you start taking pole dancing or something that is actually more in alignment to who you really are. And the more you're in alignment with who you really are when it comes to especially physical movement, and that also can work with someone that you're interested in romantically. Well, if that person is super outdoorsy and you absolutely love that about them, but that's just not at all who you are, then maybe you're not a vibrational match. So it's good to be honest about what you really truly enjoy, instead of reaching for something that you admire, but you're also so actually very far away from being. So there's a little bit of like coming down to earth with this energy, but you'll find, when all these planets go direct in August, that you'll reap huge benefits and rewards, and you'll feel a sense of freedom when it comes to what you want, not restriction, and not like it highlights what you can't have. Okay, so I'm going to look at one more thing for the month. Okay, this is neat. Give words of encouragement where you can. It's about planting seeds this month of April. Like I said, you will reap rewards, but it's not always about you. It's not always about like doing for you. Ultimately, if you can give a word of encouragement and mean it, and sincerely acknowledge or praise and communicate something like that effectively to someone else, you are opening yourself up to receive the same. And you will also reap some good rewards karmically. Now, a lot of the focus for this month is going to be on work. I go into that in my newsletter. But this message that I got, it's a lot more about feeling. And when you notice something that feels good, when you notice someone that looks good, when you notice, you know, that just how cute your animal is, you know, you're just like, God, you're adorable. Or how nice it is that someone that you know does something without even asking. They just have a, you know, I know my significant other, he's really good at like cleaning up certain things I don't even notice, and I really appreciate that. And so those are little things that you can acknowledge and give, make it matter, right? Because you notice it and you might be like, that's nice, but this month really like give it the praise that it deserves, and that will come back to you tenfold. Let's make it a 10. Okay, so that is it. That is your forecast for the month of April. Please refer to my newsletter for all the astrological influences that can also be very helpful this month. This was a little bit more from spirit, going beyond astrology, and that was your Celestial Spoonful. Thank you very much.